This right here is the Marine Hotel in Troon. There's a non-league football club in this town that is synonymous with football legends like Pele, Eusebio, Jairzinho, Zico, and Celtic's legendary European Cup winning team, the Lisbon Lions. Yeah, and a load of footballing legends, amazingly, are synonymous with this relatively unknown seaside town in Ayrshire in Scotland. And why am I starting my video here at this hotel? Well, it is where Pele once stayed. Not just Pele though, the 1966 Brazil World Cup squad, including, yeah, Jairzinho, Zico, Garrincha, I think that's how you pronounce it, Garrincha, and Pele, they all stayed here at this very hotel that I'm stood right next to now. Yeah, they stayed here ahead of their 1966 World Cup campaign, where they trained in the town of Troon before playing a friendly match at Hampden against the Scottish national team, but we'll get into that in a bit. For now, let's leave this beautiful hotel behind. It's very windy today. It's not too bad here, but round the front it was so windy. Let's leave the beautiful hotel here behind. There's golf clubs all around. Absolutely lovely location here, Troon. We're gonna leave this behind now and go and check out the football club. Hello guys, Sam from the future here. Please do support the channel in downloading OneFootball. It's the first link in the description box below. It's completely free and it's a really good app for keeping up to date with any football scores that you want around the world. Whether you support a team in Brazil, like Pele has played here at the stadium that I'm looking at just now, which we'll get into in just a second, you can find your favourite Brazilian team, star them, get push notifications on them, and whenever anything happens with them score, when they score, when the match starts, you'll get notified on that. And you don't just have to follow one team. Say you want to keep up to date with that Brazilian team, let's say Santos, Pele's team, but you also want to keep up to date with Rangers, who have just won the league here in Scotland, then you can do that as well. You can star them both and you won't get kept out of the loop when anything happens with both those clubs. But yeah, OneFootball support my channel in these times where I come and make these videos, and the more downloads I get, and it's completely free, use that link, you download it, the more chance I have of making more videos like this one in the future. Anyway, back to the video. Firstly, what a lovely place for Pele to come and train. Not on a day like today. Let's hope that when he was in Troon, it was a little bit more summery, just before the obviously summer World Cup. But look, the sea is right there, and the stadium, you can literally start to see the gates of it there. Is there any more? And maybe a little bit of rain on the GoPro. 2 seconds. That's better. Is there any more coastal football club than this? Literally, look, the sea is right there, and then the stadium gates and the stadium clubhouse are there. I just wish it was a little bit more sunny than it currently is. It's grim is the word to sum it up. But here we go now, look. We are at the non-league stadium where Pele, Eusebio, the Lisbon Lions have all played or trained at. Look, completely shut of course today, but look at that. A sad sight there. An unkicked football. We've been there for months now, potentially. I would of course love to come and get inside Troon FC one day, but as is the case at the moment, I can really only come outside of places. But here we go, look. Portland Park, Troon FC, next home fixture. Yeah, look, they've joined the new West of Scotland Football League, and here is their fixtures, or what was meant to be their fixtures anyway, for this season. And look, some of the clubs that we've visited on this channel in the past. Cumbernauld United we've been to. We've been to Hurlford, the One Village 2 trophies. Irvine Meadow went there recently. Clydebank we've seen. Kilwinning we've seen. Largs coming soon. Blantyre Vicks I've seen. Blantyre Vicks, a legendary team with Billy McNeil and Jock Stein playing there. But these are the kind of teams that Troon would be playing against. And yeah, look how beautiful that is. You can see the sea down there, and then the stadium right here, Portland Park. And even on the badge, look, you can see there a couple of anchors. No doubt a nod to the seafaring nature of this town. Now in 1889, Troon Academicals were founded, but there was a couple of different Troon editions, like football club editions, I guess you could say, iterations of the club that kind of went in and out of existence until this one was formed in 1946. 1946, a big year of course, the year after World War II finished, as this club were kind of formed or reformed out of one of the older clubs that used to be named, or have the Troon name anyway, in the junior leagues of football. And yeah, I've gone over the whole junior leagues thing before, and how they now play in the West of Scotland Football League, as we saw on there. Some of the fixtures that they were due to play this season that have obviously been cancelled for such a long time now. Yeah, they used to be junior, which was separate to senior football, but now they're all kind of in one pyramid. But check out some of my other junior vids, I've covered it a lot, so my regular viewers would have heard about it a lot. And yeah, if you're new, go check out my Kill Winning Rangers video, or my Blantyre Vicks video, or any of the other videos of the teams that I mentioned just over there a second ago. But yeah, this current team, Troon Football Club, were kind of formed or reformed in 1946 after the war. The club that was here during the war, they had to basically shut down operations due to a lot of their players either working in the shipbuilding industry, which was so vital at the time, or they even worked in like the air raid sector industry, whatever you'd call it, whenever like bombers were coming over or something like that. So yeah, a lot of the players and officials were involved in the war effort, and so couldn't really play football at the time. Anyway, yeah, enough of the club itself, sorry Troon FC, and on to the legends that once played here and graced the turf of this small non-league club that I guess a lot of you, the non-Scottish people, probably wouldn't have heard of before. Pele, one of the best, if not the best footballer of all time, trained here in the lead up to the 1966 World Cup, which was obviously held in England. Who won it that year? The rest of the squad, of course, trained here as well. And could you imagine the scenes today if Coutinho, Firmino, Neymar, Alisson turned up to train here at Troon? The town would go mad, Scotland would go mad, it'd be such a big story. But yes, the 1966 World Cup Brazil squad trained here in Troon at this very stadium. But yeah, let's see if post-COVID we can raise some money for the Troonians, or the Troonites, whatever they're called, and see if we can get the Brazilian national team to come and train here. Look, these gates currently shut, but we can open them if Neymar's listening, or if Neymar's watching. My DMs are always open, so yeah, give me a message. But yeah, they just trained here on their like tour of Scotland, I guess you could call it, and they actually played Scotland in a match at Hampden in the lead up to the 66 World Cup. They drew 1-1. I believe Stevie Chalmers scored for Scotland in that game, and yeah, not a bad result at Hampden for the Scottish against the Brazilians, who were obviously such firm favourites for that World Cup. Next up, another man who has trained here, a legend of the game that you probably would have heard of, Eusebio, probably Portugal's best ever player before, of course, Cristiano came along. His legendary Benfica side of the 60s trained here in the lead up to their European Cup quarter-final against Celtic. The 1965 Ballon d'Or winner trained here in 1969, yeah, to play Celtic. Like I said, they trained here, then they played at Parkhead. They lost 3-0. In the home leg, they won 3-0. And so with the scores tied after the two legs, what did they do? Play extra time? No, they didn't. Did they go to penalties? No, they didn't. The result of the game was decided on a coin toss, which Billy McNeil won, and Celtic went through to the European Cup semi-finals thanks to a coin toss. Could you imagine the uproar now if that was the case and that happened? The amount of money a club lost out on due to a coin toss, it just wouldn't stand up these days. But yeah, just look how far the game has changed. That same year, Jock Stein brought the Lisbon Lions to play here. It was a friendly match at the end of the season against Troon, and yeah, it was the great legends of the Lisbon Lions that came and played here. Jock Stein managed them. Players like Bobby Murdoch, Stevie Chalmers came to play here. Celtic thrashed Troon 7-2, but to this day it does remain Troon's all-time attendance record. And yeah, really amazing to think that with the sea there behind me and this small little non-league club here in and around the houses of Troon has hosted Lisbon Lions, European Cup winners. You've had Eusebio, a Ballon d'Or winner. Pele, the greatest player of all time before Maradona, Messi and Ronaldo came along and muddied the waters for him. But yeah, absolutely unreal to think that this place is steeped in such football history of legends like that, and yet that, you know, they still play these smaller kind of village teams here. Like, you'd think that if Pele was coming to Scotland, that he'd go and train somewhere massive or whatever, but no, they chose to come and train here in Troon. They stayed in that hotel I started the video at. And these are the kind of footballing stories that I love that need to be told. You may be Scottish and you may not even know about this story, but yeah, a few people have commented and DM'd me and stuff to tell me about this. I think I've had a few people actually request that I come here, so thank you very much if you're one of those people. Do remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you aren't already, and download OneFootball. It really supports my channel. Look, I'll leave some videos around the Troon badge so you can keep watching my content. Please do click on one, and yeah, subscribe if you aren't already. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching from me here at the place where Pele once trained. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.